Hi, my name is Shola Ajani from the School of Consulting. I'd like to share this video with us promoting our next training on ISO 2700 Guide for Management Consulting. ISO 2700 Guide for Management Consulting. Really, every consultant should register and train for this ISO guidance. ISO stands for International Standards Organization. We are fortunate as consultants that we have been considered to have a standard, a series of guidelines on how to deliver management consulting services. And I think it's very imperative if we call ourselves management consultants to be trained in how to use these new guidelines. It's been around for quite a while, but it's just gaining prominence. Clients are beginning to be aware that there's a guideline on how to deliver services, and you don't want to wait until the client says, "Are you using the ISO guideline?" and then you turn around and say, "What is the ISO guideline?" That won't look so good on your part. So I want to introduce us to this very briefly in a series of slides. So basically, we have what we call the ISO 2700, which is a guideline for management consultant services. It is the international standard on how we can deliver our services. It's a guideline for both clients and management consultants. So gone are the days when it's only the clients that dictates how we deliver services. These guidelines draws in a lot of the client's involvement, so that there's more effective delivery of service. So what is the purpose of the ISO 2700? And I have it captured there. To improve transparency, because once you have a guideline that is transparent in terms of how you deliver the services, the client knows what to expect, and you know how you're going to deliver your services as a consultant. You achieve better results from your consulting projects because it's so detailed in terms of the guidelines on how to deliver consulting as a project. And of course, you deliver better value for your clients. And again, reducing the risk of failure from management consulting projects. And much more, I think it enhances our profession if we can lay claim to the fact that we have our own ISO 20, well, we have our own ISO guidelines as well. So what does it entail? It basically entails four things. I said four things because the three key things is how do we contract out management consulting services, especially in terms of contracting the agreement. What is the scope and what is the approach? That's the first thing. So in contracting, we look at what's the general purpose of contracting. What do we need? What is the outcome here? What is the input? And these are basically what the ISO guideline is able to provide for us. Then beyond the contract is now the execution. The execution is implementing what was agreed in the contract. And there again, there are a series of outlines on what we need to look out for and what needs to be in the execution process according to ISO 2700. And then finally, closure. How do you close a consulting assignment? So there are basically three in the sense that there's the agreement, which is the contract guidelines on contracting. There's a guideline on execution, and then there's a guideline on closure. Those are the three main elements of the ISO 2700. So it's a guideline for service on how to deliver service. Over 100 checklist points that you will find there. It's good for transparency, to standardize and to standardize our practice, how we deliver services to our clients. And then finally, provides consistency in the quality of service. But much more for me, I think is a badge. I keep saying it's a badge of honor to show that you have trained yourself in ISO 2700 to enhance the service that you deliver to clients. And I think I would encourage each and every one of us to sign up for it. For now, it's only $50. Actually, it's originally $100, but it's been subsidized for us at $50. So I would encourage you to take advantage of this subsidized fee and then get registered. We're starting very, very soon. The dates are below there. The WhatsApp group where we can register and all of that is in the additional details. So I encourage you to please do so, and I'll see you when we start the training. Thank you. Bye bye. My name is Shola Ajani, School of Consulting.